This video is brought to you by our sponsors.
This will be a disassembly video of an Airsoft M4. It'll be the same for most companies. This is a GMP. It's the best. Not really. Kind of is. Okay. So the first thing you do is you want to take out the front pin. Focus on the front pin. Just push it out. Sometimes you'll need a hammer. Ow. Yeah. Get like a little pin thing and something to hit it out with. And it should come out pretty easily. If I can get it out now. Then, unless it's a KWA, then you open it up and you take out the rear pin first. But every other gun, most guns except for JG plastic bodies, you slide it forward. And it comes off and you can see the top of your gearbox. And you get the hop-up chamber. And you can take the barrel and hop-up out. But, yeah. That's basic. And then, if you want to get to the gearbox, you must take out. So what I like doing first, the two screws on the motor plate or the heat sink. Unscrew those. And on a GMP, a stock GMP, instead of having the motor connectors slid on, the little tabs on the sides, they're screwed on. Usually, most guns, you just pull the wires off. The GMPs are fastened a little better. You can pull the motor out. Motor. Put it aside. Not enough magnets. Don't lose the little screws here if you're taking apart a GMP. I have like a million of these screws. And then there'll be screws down here. They have to take out. Most companies only use 2. GMP uses 4. Uses 4, and this would just usually be a Phillips screw. And it'll come right off. Watch out for the wires. Don't pull the connectors off. You can set that aside. Then, most guns, unless it's a VFC or the Lone X, which a couple of you requested me to take apart, but I do not have access to those, you don't need to take the stock off on the VFC or Lone X. You can just take, yeah, I'll get to it later, but you don't need to take the stock off. Most other guns you do. Okay, so usually it's a Phillips back here. It'd be a pain if it wasn't a Phillips. Long screwdriver. Long. Oh yeah. Gotta find it. Find it. I found it. I found the spot. Yeah. Yeah. Then usually rear wired guns are a little more of a pain to get it out, but you can do that. Get the buffer tube off. Take the sling mount off, or the spacer if there's no sling mount on it. Okay, then there's one rear pin. You just need to push it out. Most guns, it'll come out all the way, but G&P has a captive pin, which is nice. What I usually do last, one of you could do it first, you can take the mag release off. Don't lose the spring or the little screw. And that takes the mag release off. Usually a little Phillips screw. Unless it's a KWA, then it's an unfortunately small hex screw, which is a pain to find. And you take this one little pin out that goes here, set it aside, and then gearbox should come out. Might be a little tougher. Once you have the gearbox out, you'll take screws out of it. Sure. Here, 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 here. I've already taken them out for the sake of time, because it takes forever. Not really. Then, okay, so when you open it, what makes it easier is if you stick something in here like a little screwdriver, or what I have an Allen key. Just stick it in the spring guide, and then open it from the front, stick your fingernails, if you have fingernails, and lift it up. Do you feel safe there, Brandon?
Not really.
Yeah, because this thing's a little too small for me.
If I die, it's for education.
Okay, you can get an upward view of it here. Okay, see, now you take it apart. Your anti-reversal latch that goes in this little hole right there will probably come out first. I usually take it out first just to get it out of the way. Then you can take the spring out if it didn't already come out. Don't worry, Brandon. Take the spring out, spring guide out. I did have a spacer on there. I can take that off. Yeah, spring guide. Then you can take, if you want, take the little tablet plate spring off the post right here. Needle nose pliers usually work good. I think my dad stole those though. Take your piston out. Take your, this is super glued on, so I'm not going to take it off. You can usually take it off, and you can just pull the cylinder head out, usually. It's dirty. Come on. Got a dirty girl. Short story. Okay, then, G&P triggers are usually a pain, so you can take that out. You can take your gears out. Yeah, and then complete disassembly. You can get a little screwdriver. Can this little screw here on the trigger contacts here. Unscrew that. Take the little spring off that goes on the trigger trolley, which is this thing that moves back and forth when you pull the trigger, and then just lift it out. Pull the wires out, and you have that. Put that aside. Then there's the cut-off lever. You can take that out. And watch out, because there's a spring on the top here connected to the selector plate, which is on this side, the little spring right there. You don't want to lose that, so just gently take this out. I take that out first so the spring doesn't fly out. Then you can just try poking the spring out so it doesn't fly away. Don't want to lose that, because then you won't be able to do semi-automatic. And then, if you want to go further, there's the trigger safety right here. Unscrew that. There's a spring on it, so don't lose it. And don't lose the screw. This should just come right off. Then it'll fall out the other side. Then, take this out. Take the selector plate off. Then that. And you have a full disassembled gearbox. There's the bearings. that you can push out. Those should be super glued in, Brandon. So yeah, it's completely disassembled. And remember to wear full seal eye protection when playing airsoft. Thank you for watching the video.